Hey everybody, it's the Black Ghost coming at you live. Well, not live, you're just clicking on this to watch it. But coming at you live from the point in which you clicked in time. Actually, you can pause it too, so you can make it live anytime you want. I've got a couple of packs. I got 3 packs of Guildpact, all with the same guy, which is usually not a good omen. You usually want to pick a different pack, different guy each pack. But I've got 3 packs of these. These are Guildpact. You can see that they're expert level. These are 3. They're the 3rd part of the original Ravnica block. They're the 3rd block that came out in the new card formats, and I'm gonna crack all 3 of these packs open for you. So we're gonna zoom down to the card cracking area. And what we're looking for is the 3 shock lands that got printed in this set, hopefully in foil. That's a good $40 pick. I ended up picking these up for about the price they would have been had I bought them for retail at the time, which was, well, if I had bought them for retail now. If I had bought them for retail at the time, they would have been a little expensive. So there's a few commander staples that are up in the $10 range. There's a few really good uncommons that were printed in here, like Electrolyze. The ley lines were also printed in this set. So like Leyline of the Void is the chase ley line. There's some other ones that are okay. Oh, and the bounce lands, which are good for commander lands. Also, there's one, the Amulet of Vigor deck uses these in Modern. So just gonna go through some of these. Where's our uncommons? There we go. Hypervolt Grasp. There's like Shattering Spree, I think it is. We did get a foil. Drowned Rusalka. Did we get a foil instead of one of our uncommons? So yeah, we got a foil instead of one of our uncommons. This is Paraelectric Feedback is our rare. It's a 4 mana instant, 3 in a red. Paraelectric Feedback. Paraelectric, yeah, boy. Feedback deals damage to target creatures oh shit. Let's try this again. Deals damage to target spells controllers equal to that spell's converted mana cost. Well, that sounds fun. I might run that in my mono red EDH deck. And what did we get? Foil? Foil Mortify! Not bad. This is about a $1.50, $2 card. And I think this foil version is probably somewhere in the $5 range. I may be overestimating it. But I'm not selling it because that's swank. Super swank. The rares are like a 50-cent rare. Nothing to write home about. Again, what we're looking for is, you know, the shocks, or perhaps, you know, you're looking for shocks. Debtor's Knell is a fun one for EDH. Ghostway, which helps prevent board wipes. Orzhov Pontiff, that I think does some work in you know, Legacy. Leyline of the Void, which is super fun. It's been printed enough where it's not a super expensive one. It's only about $5 on average. But Shattering Spree and Electrolyze are two of the two of the uncommons that we're looking for here. The Singets are fun, are good too for just kind of commander mana fixing. There were some fun, you know, like Replicate. This one, you could cast this particular card as many times as you wanted with the Replicate cost. So if you had 2 mana open, you can cast it again to draw a card, and again to draw a card, and again to draw a card if you had 6 mana open. Some of these, like Wild Cantor, seemed like it was a thing. Alright, so we're in our uncommons. This is an Exhumer Thrall. Orzhov had an ability called Haunt. trying to get it so you can actually see it without this light causing all sorts of glare issues. When Exhumer Thrall comes into play, or the creature with Haunt is put, when this guy goes out of play, comes into play, or the creature it haunts is put into a graveyard, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so he's a Gravedigger. Here's the Gruul Guildmage, which you might recognize the art. This art kicks around a little bit. We have the Aetherplasm, an illusion creature. Blocks a creature, you may return Aetherplasm to its owner's hand. If you do, you may put a creature card from your hand into play, blocking that creature. That's fun. And hey, there we go! There's the Ghostway that I was telling you about. This is on Deckbox right now. Is about $8–9 card. So I pretty much, between the Foil Mortify and this Ghostway, I have made my money back. This one is 3 mana, 2 and a white, instant. Remove each creature card you control from the game. Return those creatures to play under their owner's control at the end of turn. So there's a few different things you can do with that. You can, you can obviously save things from a board wipe. Wrath of God hits the table, and you're all like, nope, I'm gonna Ghostway all my dudes. And then after the board wipe clears everything else out, all my dudes are going to come back. The other cool thing that I might end up using it for, though it would break the theme of my deck a little bit, just a tiny bit, would be for my Reaper King deck. When I get a whole bunch of Scarecrows out, they all come back at the same time. They all see that Reaper King is out at the same time as them, so you get all the destroy target permanent triggers that you get whenever a Scarecrow comes into play when Reaper King is into play. Good times, great oldies. Alright, I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit. At least I will if I could get the pack open. Alright. I'm sorry, I love keeping my packs as pristine as possible, so I keep every pack that I open. Not that it will be useful at any point in my life, but it's just the thing I do. Wild size. More Singets. You can stop the video at any time if you're like, wow, Gigadrowse, that sounds like a great card. The Sledgehammer. This is one of my favorites. It's a common. It's a 2 mana elf rogue that has hexproof and can't be blocked except by creatures with flying. Yeah. So it's super fun to put, he's in Boggle. This guy's used in Boggle, hexproof, etc. And I just love pumping him up with Wirewood. The pumper guy. I can't remember his name right now, but I love it. Petrohydrox. Alright, let's get on another Exhumer Thrall. We went over what this guy does. Hypervolt Grasp. Meh. Deals 1. It allows you to ping, and then you can bounce it if the creature dies. It's a land, but not one that we were looking for. Orzhova, Church of Deals, which I have a foil version of. And Skargan Firebird. This is another 50-cent rare, but it had some play, I think, at some point. I think it gets printed in EDH decks, the commander decks that they put out every now and again. It's not a great card, but we pulled at least one great card and one fun card, so I can't complain. You'll notice that none of these have a land, none of them have a basic land in them or a tip card. And that's because these packs predate when that happened. So, hi, welcome back. Okay, I can see me. Alright, so these cards predate when that happened. A lot of the land cards got put into the decks because people who only had Targets or Walmarts at their local store, they were like, I don't have lands to play my decks. I'm not buying the theme decks because they didn't carry the theme decks, they just carried like the packs. Now you can go to Walmart and you can get the Deck Builder's Toolkit if you need land, or any of the, intro decks or whatever. But back then, if you didn't have a local game store to sell you 100 land for 5 cents, you'd have to get all your land from, from the packs. So that's that. I've got a few more videos that I have been sitting on forever. I uploaded one and I had to take it down because the audio was all messed up. As you can see, my audio jack got jacked, and I think I fixed it, so I've got my headphones on. So I'll fix that, re-render it, set it back up. I'm going to be putting together a couple of dead game videos, some new dead game stuff. I joined Darium CCG's Dead Games Crate, so I'm going to get one of those every month, so I'm excited to see what all the stuff is. I already got my first one, and that'll be the first Dead Games that goes up. In between, I've got a couple other things that I opened that are sitting on my hard drive that I need to get out. And then maybe one day I'll do video game videos. I'm sorry, guys. I really am. Alright, so thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and what have you. Do the thing. It's gonna pop up on the screen like right now.